Hi everyone, I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Today's video, as you may have guessed, is going to be my makeup collection. Now, I have wanted to film this for a few weeks now. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that we are moving house in a few weeks' time, and I wanted to record my makeup collection as it is now here in this house, as I thought it might be interesting in a few months' time when we have moved and we've got settled in our new home to film an updated one. So I filmed it as it is now. It's not perfect, it's not massive, but it's a collection that I'm really happy with. I obviously am going to continue building it up, but at the moment this is what I've got. I'm not filming this video to brag. I've not filmed my makeup collection to show off. This is purely me filming a video showing you what makeup I've got, how I store it, because I really like to watch these videos. I'll show you what I've got today. Obviously when we move things will change. I've got different holders for my brushes. If you've watched my IKEA homeware haul, you'll already see that I've bought those already, but they're packed ready to move to the next house. So this is my collection as it stands now without any new stuff. This is what I've had the past few years, the storage wise, and I'm just going to get into the video and show you all and hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, so I thought I would start off by giving you a general overview of this side of my room, which is my side of the room. So over in the top left hand corner you can see a little photo frame, and that is of a picture of me and Tommy, and then underneath that is a little starry shelf where I keep all of my palettes. Then the chest that's on the floor, I actually keep all of my handbags, makeup bags, wash bags in there. Then I have my dressing table, which is kind of the main feature of this side of the room. I have the mirror on top of it, and then I keep the makeup that I use day to day on there and in the drawer. And then over on the right hand side I have my Alex drawers from IKEA. On top of that I just have kind of a few bits of perfume and brushes, things like that. So now I'm going to zoom in on each kind of individual area and go through the bits that I have in each place. Okay, so starting on top of my Alex drawers, I have a few little bits and pieces at the front, like this little owl that says follow your heart, which is quite sweet. I have a little trinket tray here that has hearts on it, which I just kind of keep jewellery in when I've taken it off. So now that I've zoomed you in, you can see what I've got on top of here. So I have my Chanel Coco Mademoiselle perfume, my Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream, my L'Occitane Cherry Blossom. Behind them I have a pot of brushes, which I don't really use that much. I've got a couple of new Real Techniques ones in there that I've not messed around with yet, and then just brushes that I tend not to reach for. Then I have a little butterfly, which was a hanging decoration, but the hanging bit broke, so it is now just a standing up on its own decoration. And then I have a little pot behind there. Okay, so in this little holder, it's really handy. There's one big section at the front and then two at the back, which are separated by a little bit of plastic. So in here I've got my lip pencils, so I've got my Rimmel one, a few MAC ones, number 7 one that I use all the time. Then on this side I've got my eye pencils. I've got quite a few Urban Decay ones in here, little tester mini sizes. I've got some L'Oreal ones, Kiko. So then here at the front I've got 2 Revlon lip glosses, which I love. My favourite one is this light pink shimmer one, which is called Pink Ice. It just looks really nice over any kind of lipstick. Then I've got a MAC lip gloss, which I've got, oh no, it's a MAC Dazzle Glass, which I've got so much use out of. I love that. I've got a NYX lip gloss in beige, and then a couple of the Rimmel Apocalypse, which I tend not to wear that often. At the front here I've got all of my Sephora cream lip stains, which I love, and then I've got a MAC lip gloss in Ruby Woo, some NYX butter glosses. Now I'm going to take you down my Alex drawers. There are 9 drawers in here, which is just fantastic because I can get so much in there. So starting off with the top drawer, I have in here all of my lipsticks. So this here is my lipstick drawer, and as you can see there are quite a few lipsticks in here. It's not the biggest collection, but this is what I've got. So over here at the front I've got some Topshop lipsticks, which I absolutely love the formula of. They are so creamy and really long wearing. A couple of my favourites are Innocent. I also love Beguiled, which is a really deep purple, and my all-time favourite from Topshop has to be Pillow Talk, which is actually in the old packaging, and it's just a really nice baby pink colour. I love that one. Then I've got a couple of Bourjois Shine lipsticks, which I used to wear all the time, but I don't really wear that much now. Then I've got some of the Bourjois Velvet lips, which I get a lot of wear out of now, and they are really, really nice. I've also got a Pixie sheer butter lip balm in there, and a Lancome lipstick, which I also really like. Then in this middle section here, I've got some Revlon lip butters, which I love, especially during the summertime because they're really glossy. I then have some of the moisture stains from Revlon, some Maybelline Colour Sensational lipsticks, which are such lovely lipsticks. I have a couple of the Colour Riche by L'Oreal and a Barry M and a Sleek one at the back, just quite randomly. And then over on this side, I've got my Rimmel Kate Moss lipsticks. Favourite one is probably 107, which is a lovely deep red, and then I just love all of the formulas of here. They're so cheap, so long lasting. I love those. I've got a few more Rimmel ones behind, then a couple of the NARS Audacious lipsticks, a few Kiko ones there, some YSL lipsticks here, a Sephora one, Body Shop, Christian Dior and Urban Decay. So they are my lipsticks that I keep in this top drawer here. So moving on to the second drawer down, in here I have my face products. So I have my bronzers, highlighters, concealers at the front. At the back I've got some foundations, my bases, and then right at the back that you can't actually see at the moment are my primers. So in here at the very front I've got my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Powder, my Benefit Hoola, I've got my Body Shop bronzer, NARS, a few more bronzers on this side, and then here I've got my Mary Luminizer, a Rimmel Stay Matte, a Bourjois Healthy Balance powder, and some other bits at the back here. Then on this side I've got some Clinique Chubby Sticks, which I've got the contour one and the highlight. Then over here I've got all my concealers, which I don't use on a day-to-day basis or that I've not opened yet. So I've got a Bourjois one, the new Urban Decay one, a L'Oreal one, and then at the further back here I've got the Soap & Glory one and a couple of potted concealers. On this side over here I've got a MAC Studio Fix foundation that I've not opened yet, my Topshop Glow, and then some kind of backups of other bits. So I've got my Benefit Hoola backup, a Soap & Glory bronzer backup, and then I've also got my Barry M contour kit. Further in depth in my foundations and my bases, I've got my MAC Face and Body, I've got my Studio Fix in here, I've got a Bourjois BB cream, a Rimmel, Revlon, loads of Rimmel ones, the YSL Youth Liberator, which I really like. I've got my Makeup Forever one, my number 7 CC cream, which I'm actually testing out different BB creams and CC creams at the moment. I've got Revlon Colour Stay, Revlon Photo Ready, and things like that. And then right at the back here, you can see my primers. So I've got a couple of minis, Smashbox Mini, and then my Body Shop ones, a Clinique Colour Correcting Primer, my Revlon one, a Rimmel Baby Skin, and just kind of, that's just why I like to keep my primers. In this third drawer down, I have my nail varnishes, which up until recently I had them sorted by colour, and now I have them by their brands. So right at the front, I've got all my Essie ones, which I use most often. I've got this one on my nails today, Splash of Grenadine. I just love Essie nail polishes. I think the colour range is fantastic and they last a really long time on my nails. My favourite cheaper end ones are the Maybelline 7-Day Super Stay nail varnishes, which I've done a blog post on. I love those and I've got a few of them. Then we move on to my Barry M ones, a few Rimmel, I've got some Revlon ones, Bourjois, L'Oreal, a Tanya Burr one right at the back, some more Rimmel ones, a Sally Hansen, and some of the Formula X from Sephora. I just love displaying them like this, as I think I just get so much more use out of them. The next one down, I have my blushes, single eyeshadows and mascaras. Right at the very front of this drawer I keep some brow products, so I've got my L'Oreal Brow Plumper and some backup Soap & Glory Archery pencils, and I've also got my Coralista brush here because it doesn't fit in this little tray. I've got some eyelash curlers, Shu Uemura, and some Kiko ones, and then some mascaras at the side that don't fit in. I've got quite a few of the NYX blushes, which are really affordable and great blushes. I've got some L'Oreal ones, a Tarte one, Benefit, some Sleek palettes. I've got some of the Milani baked blushes. I've got my Daniel Sandler watercolour blush and a little tester, a Max Factor blush, my probably favourite blush ever, which is Natural Collection Peach Melba. And then I've got a MAC one. I don't have a lot of MAC blushes, I think that's my only one. Some Topshop ones, Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, which is gorgeous. And that's that. And then behind there I have my eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, single eyeshadows, pigments, things like that. So I've got a few cream eyeshadows, Makeup Forever 1 in 13, which I love, a few of the Maybelline Colour Tattoos, and then I've got some gel eyeliners down here, some cream eyeshadow, and also a couple of eyebrow kits. So I've got my Anastasia brow pomade, I've got all of my mascaras, which I've got to try or not opened yet. So I've got L'Oreal Miss Manga, a couple of Bourjois ones, an Urban Decay Perversion, the Revlon Lash Potion. At the side here I've got some CoverGirl mascara. Next down is face masks and tester product. Obviously I get a lot of products to try out because I'm constantly buying new things. I also have a subscription to Birchbox, which means that each month I get 5 new skincare beauty products which I can try out, and then obviously there's loads of gift with purchases where you get little freebies and things like that. So that is the majority of what this drawer is made up of. At the front here I've got my face masks, so I've got some Ren ones, I've got a Good Things one, First Aid Beauty, Glam Glow, an Origins one, and then at the side over here I've got just random little bits. So I've got my Sephora hand cream, some Caudalie Elixir spray, my Travelo, and some Soap and Glory hand gel, a Trilogy face mask that I've yet to use, and then in the middle section here I've got mini bits of makeup to try. So I got a Benefit advent calendar for Christmas last year, so a lot of the bits in here are little mini bits of Benefit. I also have a little Daniel Sandler tester, a Lord & Berry bronzer, and then right at the back here I've got loads of skincare to try. So they're just mini travel sizes of loads of different skincare. There's some Clinique bits, Bobbi Brown, Benefit, some little tester perfumes there at the side. Just a really handy drawer to have whenever I'm going anywhere and travelling, because I've got everything that I need in a really small size. This next drawer is probably my least favourite drawer because it's the most chaotic drawer. It has got some kind of order to it, but not great. I keep most of my dry shampoos in here, so that's those there. I've got some Batiste, some Dove, herbal essences, and then I keep my perfumes in here that I don't wear on a everyday basis. Also got quite a lot of false lashes here, so you can see Tanya Burr's there, a MAC Fix Plus backup and a MAC brush cleanser backup in there too. I've got a massive palette at the back which is really cheap off Amazon that I just use kind of when I'm doing crazy eyeshadow looks like for Halloween and things like that, and a couple of bottles of Bioderma in there as well. In this next drawer down I have all my hair products. Got loads of different tester sizes in here. As I said before, I get Birchbox and I get loads of travel size shampoos in there to try. I've got a backup Tangle Teezer here. I've got my It's a 10 Keratin Miracle Leave-In, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. I've got this Fudge Urban Miracle Ends, which I really like. My heat protectant spray, leave-in conditioners, backup shampoo and conditioners that I've not used yet that need to go in the bathroom. I've got a macadamia natural oil deep repair mask which I'm yet to try, and just loads of different bits in here, but that's where I generally keep all of my hair stuff. This next drawer down is skincare. My CeraZinc that you can see there on the top, my Oskia Renaissance cleansing gel, which again I've not tried. Just loads of different skincare bits in here. Cleansers, eye makeup removers, lip balms, eye cream. And then this bottom drawer is kind of the random bath body drawer. I've got a mini travel size Venus razor in here. I keep my backup deodorants in here, shower gels, body puffs. I've got our toothpaste that we use right at the front, some body scrubs, nail varnish remover, just general body things in here, and bath stuff. So if I want like a body butter or a new shower gel, I would go to this drawer and this is where I would find it. You may have noticed this on the floor, which is actually where I keep my Lush bath bombs. So I've got a couple in there at the moment, and it's just a really tall Kilner jar which I like to keep my bath bombs in because it's just a really compact place, and it also means that I can't have too many at once. So over on this side of the room, it's where I keep my makeup palettes, and my eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to go into full detail of what I've got up here, as I'm thinking of doing a palette collection video. If that's something you're interested in seeing, then please leave a comment down below telling me so. But I've just got some Urban Decay palettes up here, my MAC palettes, Stila, my Lorac palette, and a few others that I just keep in this little shelf. I like having them all in the same place, and I just really like how they look in this shelf. It's one of the favourite parts of my room. I've also got that little sign there that says enjoy the little things, which I think is really important, and I just enjoy this part of the room and keeping all my palettes together in this shelf. Okay, so now we're at my dressing table, and what you are looking at now is my brushes and my hairspray, deodorant, some dry shampoo and a Bedhead blonde toner. I keep them there on my dressing table because they're the things that I use every day. Then I've got a couple of my brush pots where I keep my foundation brushes, so brushes that I use on kind of like an everyday basis. I've got some Sigma ones, Bobbi Brown, Real Techniques, Sephora, Zoeva. They kind of make up the majority of my brushes. And then this little pot I got from just kind of like a little crafty shop in Blackpool. And then this little pot is kind of like a baby pink colour, and I got it in the sale in John Lewis. And then in here I've got some more Real Techniques brushes. These are my brushes that I use more for blusher, bronzer and powder. So I've got some Real Techniques brushes, some Zoeva ones, MAC, another MAC one there, and just my general brushes that I like to use on a day-to-day basis. So in the middle here I've got my Muji storage. So I've got 4 drawers. The top one is where I keep my bases. These are the ones that I reach for most often. So I've got my Clarins concealer in here, which I love, a collection one, Maybelline, and then I've got my Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, my L'Oreal True Match, and also my Bourjois CC Cream, which I'm loving at the moment. Then in the second drawer down, I have this is a bit of a mix matchy drawer. I've got a few brow products in the front here. So I've got my Anastasia Brow Wiz, my Benefit Gimme Brow, and then I also have towards the back eyeshadows that I wear quite regularly. I have things like my Maybelline Eye Studio in there, some L'Oreal Flourish ones that I use all the time. I've got my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze in here, which I wear quite regularly. My MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I've got a Benefit Professional and a Urban Decay eye primer in here also. And then my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and my Soap and Glory Solar Powder, which at the moment I kind of go through phases of wearing one powder with one bronzer, and then I'll switch it up every few days. So at the moment they're the combination that I'm wearing. Then in this third drawer down, I've developed a bit of a love for cream eyeshadow sticks, and as I reach for them most days to do my makeup, as they're just really good bases and even really good on their own, I have just decided to keep them all in here for the time being. So I've got a lot of the Kiko ones, which are absolutely incredible, my favourite ones completely. Some Bourjois number 7, a By Terry one, a Rimmel Kate Moss, some Clinique, and then at the end here I've got my mascaras that I'm using at the moment. Then in the bottom drawer where I keep my pencils, they're all in kind of like the same kind of category. So I've got some Soap and Glory ones here, some Bourjois, Clinique, Revlon of the Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. I've got a shed load of the NARS lip pencils, which is actually because I got a gift set for Christmas with about 5 in, and then I've also bought a couple of ones separately. And then at the front here I've got the Maybelline Colour Dramas, which are a great alternative to the NARS lip pencils if you're looking for a cheaper option. You may have noticed on the top of my storage I have a bunch of MAC lipsticks. Just pulled them down to show you in here. This was from HomeSense, which is the home version of TK Maxx. It was really cheap, this little storage pot, but the only reason why I've kept them separately is purely because if I stood them up in my other drawer, they would fall down without the support of each individual little square, because they're round topped and I like to see the names on the top of them. So that is the only reason why I have kept them separately. But in here I've got 12 of them, and I've got things like Plumful, Lady Danger, Cream Cut. Then I'll take you over to the last section on my dressing table, which is another little storage pot from HomeSense also. I keep my eye makeup brushes, my lip brushes, my daily moisturisers and eye creams, and some more lipsticks. So I've got 8 more MAC lipsticks in the back there, which you can see, which I'm thinking of doing a MAC lipstick collection video quite soon. A couple of the L'Oreal Colour Riche lip stain things at the front because I'm wearing them non-stop at the moment. Charlotte Tilbury, and also my Clarins lip oil. In this little pot here, in this little square, I keep my Origins eye cream and also my L'Oreal Skin Perfection eye cream. I've got my V7 Relief Vita Drop by Dr. Jart, which is my moisturiser that I'm using at the moment, which I really like. I've also got a Don't Be Afraid to Sparkle little fairy decoration, and also a Cath Kidston pocket mirror at the back. And then, like I said, here is where I keep all of my eye makeup brushes, as they're just really easy to reach for there because I tend to use those brushes every day. And then in the back here, I've got some lip brushes. So I've got a Real Techniques one and a MAC and Zoeva one, and I keep them at the back. You can't really see there, but tucked in this corner around here, I also have a couple of bottles of spritz. So I have the Vitamin E facial mist by The Body Shop, and also my MAC Fix Plus, which is looking a little bit worse for wear. Last but not least, I have the drawer of my dressing table, which is really handy as it's quite large. I have some more Muji storage in here. In this section here, I keep my hair bits. So I've got my Tangle Teaser and also another brush, which is the Michael Mercier one. I've got some L'Oreal oil, my L'Oreal Tangle Teaser, L'Oreal Tangle Tamer, a mini Bioderma, some coconut oil. I've got a packet of makeup wipes at the back and also some eyelash curlers. In the middle section here, as you can see, I've got my Urban Decay makeup setting spray, as although I like to use my MAC Fix Plus for day-to-day, bringing everything together, if I want my makeup to stay in place, I use this. Then I've got a couple of La Roche-Posay moisturisers. I've got my Everclar Duo and also one that helps reduce redness. And I've got at the back there my Tiffany necklace, which has my necklace in it that I wore on my wedding day. It's in there purely because there's nowhere else really that is safe and compact enough where I will remember where it is for the time being. In the end section here, in this other Muji little storage box, I've got some Bourjois pencil sharpeners, some lip balms. This is where I keep my grips for when I'm doing my makeup. I use these every day. I've got my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge and also my Beauty Blender in here. A mirror, which I tend to use every day. This little tin in here, it's really cute. Thomas actually bought me this back from when he went to London one time, and it's just a little bits and bobs tin, and in here is where I keep all of my bubbles and grips. Then you can see I've got some plasters in there for those nights where you wear shoes that hurt, and then at the side here I've just got some packets of MAC nail files and also a random sponge, and that is everything in that drawer. So that is my makeup collection. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't already entered my giveaway, then I'll leave the link here to that video so you can go and watch that. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing. Hopefully the sun's shining where you are, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!